Gentlemen, you're here to compete in the 5th battle of our Gladiator of the Forge competition. Now, Jesse, you have 2 notches on your victory belt. This could potentially be your 3rd win, totaling $15,000. Jesse, weapon or forge welding technique?
I want the weapon.
You know how this works. What are you thinking?
The Sika sword.
The Sika traces its origins back to the 1st century, where it was widely used by Thracian gladiators in the Roman Colosseum. Featuring a large hooked double-edged blade, this deadly weapon was specifically designed to reach around shields to deliver cuts and slashes on an enemy. While its unique curve made the Sika a formidable opponent in battle, it proved extremely challenging for bladesmiths to replicate back in a Season 4 competition on Forged in Fire.
Now, Eric, because Jesse got to pick the weapon, that leaves you with the forge welding technique. What are you thinking?
Ladder pattern Damascus.
Ladder pattern Damascus. All right, now do you want to have any minimum layer count?
120.
There we go. I love it.
I'm going with the 120 layer ladder pattern Damascus because I'm comfortable with Damascus, and I'm hoping that the high layer count might trip up my younger opponent.
Good luck, gentlemen. Stay sharp. Your time starts now.
Ladder pattern, I'm not too concerned about. It was what he said after that scared me. 120 layers, man. Why?
That is a big billet.
My first billet is 24 layers, and my plan is to get it drawn out and then cut it up into 5. That would bring me to a total of exactly 120 layers. Once I'm certain that my welds are set, I get ready to draw out my billet. I'm pressing my billet down on the press, and it seems my welds were perfect. So I get my ladder pattern ground in, and then I flatten it out and get ready to forge out my blade.
There you go.
There we go. Jesse putting the bend in on the anvil.
Now that I've got my blade forged completely to shape, I get ready to heat treat my blade.
And
Jesse is quenched.
nice. I think we're good.
It looks great. I am feeling very solid.
That's good.
I sharpen it as best I can, and it's time to move on to the handle. Now that I have the handle blocks glued onto my tang, it's time to put that mechanical connection in. My plan for the mechanical connection is to put 2 pins, one through the actual handle block and one through the pommel. I put the pinhole through the handle block, and it goes very smoothly. Then I move on to my pommel. I shape the pommel as best I can, and I bring it over to the welder. I'm gonna make a weld bead so big it acts as a nut, so that the pommel can't physically slide off.
This is a one-handed sword we're making. It can't be heavy. So I'm starting with 14 layers of 15N20 and 1095.
Welding!
I'm going to have to cut it into 3, restack it. That will give me 42 layers. And then I'm going to have to cut it into 3 and restack it again in order to get to my 126 layers.
Well, that's just causing more work for Eric because he's gonna have to stretch out that steel further, stack it more, and he's also gonna lose more material when he's grinding all those pieces flat.
Hopefully I have enough. I get my second restack done. It's time to throw it in the oil.
There it is.
All right.
All right, Eric has quenched his blade.
I check it, and I've got myself a pretty darn straight blade. I'm ecstatic, and then I realize I've still got to do all of my handle work.
Oh my God, he's gonna do a mortise handle.
That seems like a very risky move. He knows he's got brittle handle material, and you guys are going to put it through the ringer.
Ain't pretty, but it'll work.
It goes through no problem, and I am so relieved. I still have to put an edge on this blade, but there's not a lot of time left. I get that curve as sharp as I can get it. Hopefully it's sharp enough to cut something, but I suppose we're gonna find out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
Blacksmith, turn off your machines. Put down your tools. This battle's officially over.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our strength test, our chariot wheel chop. Jesse, you're up first. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, Jesse, nice job.
Thank you.
No edge damage. Everything's still straight. Your handle, couple little issues. Obviously, you know, having the wire of the MIG sticking out. And I wish you had had time to etch a little bit more so I could see the pattern, but I could see it and it is there. So all in all, nice job.
Thank you.
All right, Eric, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good to know.
I managed to make this small amount of steel work, but I am not 100% confident whether or not the blade is gonna hold up in the strength test. I'm hoping it holds together.
All right, breathe, Eric. You survived, man. Nice job on the blade. It's a little bit of glinting, but you still got an edge on most of this blade. My biggest issue is the handle that's split on you. There's a lot of hot spots on there, but it didn't hurt me. It's still straight and still got an edge. Good job.
Thank you.
Gladiators of the Forge, welcome to the sharpness test, the tube size. Jesse, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. All right, Jesse, let's talk about your Sika sword here. First up, nice profile with your blade. You have a nice balance with the Sika, and overall, sir, you will cut.
Thank you.
Eric, your turn, sir. You ready?
Cut him clean, Doug.
Let's do this. All right, Eric, let's talk about your Sika sword here. It's a nice balance you have with your weapon here. Now let's talk about your edge. In this area, it's just not sharp. It probably took some dulling during the strength test because I can really run my hand on this. But it did cut a little bit, and overall, well, it'll cut a little bit.
Well, gentlemen, in 8 hours, you both took stacks of steel, turned them into 120-layer ladder Damascus Sikas. Guys, you impressed us the entire way through. But only one of you can come out on top of this battle today, earning a check for $5,000 and the title of Gladiator of the Forge. And the champion of today's forging competition is... Jesse, you've done it again. Congratulations. Eric, man, you fought hard. You impressed us all along the way, but unfortunately, your Sika did not make the cut today. I'm gonna have to ask you to please step off the forge floor.
Way to go, man. Go get him.
Good job,
Thanks,
Eric.
guys.
Take care.
I proved everything to myself that I came here to prove. This experience does make me want to learn a bit more about some of the Roman weapons. There are multiple weapons on that wall that I will be making in my future.
Jesse, that's 3 up and 3 down. Now you have $15,000, and you are 2 wins away from that bonus of $10,000. The big question we have is, are you up for going back into battle and fighting it out and trying to get that 10 grand?
Yes, of course.
That was a little bit more tentative yes than your previous competitions.
I'm still the reigning Gladiator of the Forge. That's my 3rd win in a row, and that's $15,000.
We're excited to see you fight it out again, man. We'll see you on the Coliseum floor.
I'm gonna do my best to try to win as many more as I can. I want to go all the way to the end.